Hey, hi, happy Monday. I am River Lightbearer, owner of River Evolutions Healing, Channeling, and Coaching, here to help you create and evolve into your best life. Um, One of the services that I offer to help people as they are working through their personal growth and their healing journeys is Chios energy healing. And I've talked about Chios over the past several Mondays during these lives. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about it, you can check out other videos about Chios on the River Evolutions Facebook page. But basically, Chios is a modality of energy healing that focuses on rebalancing, recharging, restoring, and repairing the 7 major energy centers or chakras and the energy field as a whole. We all have energy fields, we all have chakras, and through normal wear and tear, through daily life, through physical injuries, through mental and emotional injuries, through traumas, all of it affects our energy. And some of those things become stored in our energy, and that affects how much in balance we are, how well our energy flows, how calm we are. It affects a lot of things. Physical health, mental and emotional health, and energy all affect each other. And so by doing energy healing techniques, it can help improve your overall well-being in all areas. And I've been asked in the past how you can even do that if you're not in the same place as the person that you're working with. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today, because today I am resuming offering Chios energy healing sessions. I was on hiatus from those for a while because of having surgery, but I am recovered enough now. And it's also important to note that when I do a Chios session, I'm not using my energy. Like, my energy isn't what is being used to restore and repair my clients' energy fields. When I am doing a Chios session, I am a conduit for the universal energy. And so the energy that is being used is coming through me, not from me. So in theory, I could have been doing sessions all along, but I felt that it was important to devote the time and attention to my own healing as I was dealing with the health issue that necessitated the surgery and then dealing with recovering from the surgery. But I am feeling now that I am in a place where I'm able to offer this service again, and I'm really happy and excited to do so. So, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I am not really comfortable seeing clients in person. Plus, some people who want to work with me and who would benefit from Chios sessions aren't physically anywhere near me. I know people all over the United States. I know people in other parts of the world. And so, if I were only doing in-person healing sessions, my friends in Europe and Canada and California and whatever probably wouldn't come to have sessions with me. But because energy is everywhere, physical location isn't a factor. Energy exists everywhere. And Chios, like Reiki, like many energy healing modalities, includes techniques that allow for the practitioner to direct the energy to somebody who is in a different physical location. When I do a Chios energy healing session by distance, I'm basically visualizing a regular healing session. It's not just close my eyes and send energy at you, although that's certainly part of it. But for the 30 minutes or more that I'm doing the energy work portion of a distance session, I'm actually in a visualization, like fully immersed. I say visualization, but it's not only seeing. I'm fully immersed in the experience of performing a session on the client as if they were on my massage table in front of me. The client doesn't have to do anything during this time except lie down and relax and be open to receiving. So, you know, I have had clients who have had the experience of having both in-person and distance sessions with me, who have said that the distance sessions are at least as effective as the in-person sessions. There's no lessening of the intensity. There's no lessening of the effectiveness. It's just different techniques. And I had one person who was completely skeptical about the idea of even having a session. I'm actually going to surf over to my website on my computer here so I can read you his testimonial. He was completely skeptical that energy healing was even a thing. He agreed to have a session with me because we were friends and he wanted to be supportive. And after the session, he was a little bit, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. But then when I asked him for his testimonial, he said, I was skeptical about energy healing, but I keep an open mind. I was asked to clear my mind for about 30 minutes while Kim did her energy healing session on me. She identified issues that pertained to my current physical and mental ailments. I was surprised. I did feel the difference in days to come. When I do healing sessions, whether they're in person or by distance, sometimes I pick up on things that are going on in the client's life. And sometimes I bring those up in the discussion that I have with the client afterwards. I don't always. I did in the case with my friend because he was my friend. And so I felt comfortable saying to him, I kind of noticed that there was this thing and I feel like you've got this going on in your life. And if you do, then I'm your friend. I want to talk to you. But, I'm not a mind reader. I'm not going to pick up on your deep, dark secrets. But if I notice something in your energy field that, concerns me or that I think might be something that you might want to talk about, I'll bring it up. A lot of times, though, I don't. And sometimes I don't pick up on things, or I choose not to pick up on things because I want the clients that I work with to feel free to talk to me about what they choose to talk to me about. I'm not here to unbury everything about your life. I'm here to support your healing journey. And that means you have the choice of what I find out. When I do distance sessions also, I mentioned conversations. My distance sessions start off with about 15 minutes of consultation and discussion. I'll ask you, why are you choosing to have this session? Are there any particular concerns that you have that you'd like me to try to address? Are there any particular health issues that you have going on right now that I should be aware of? I ask about health issues not because I can treat them, because I'm not a doctor. But some of the techniques in Chios need to be adjusted or eliminated from a session if the client has certain health conditions. So I need to know about that. I need to know if you've had other energy work done recently. I did a Chios session on somebody at one time who chose not to tell me that she had had a Reiki session a day or so before. And the kind of like if you have two microphones close together, there's like feedback and it gets intense and hard to deal with. That was kind of what happened to her with having the Chios session right on top of having the Reiki session. It was too much. And as a result, she was no longer comfortable working with me, which I was sad about because she had signed on as a student and chose to forfeit the enrollment because she felt like it was too intense. And had she informed me that she had just had a Reiki session, I could have adapted and adjusted things so that that wouldn't have happened. So when somebody has a session with me, whether it's in person or by distance, I ask questions because I want to make sure that this is a positive and beneficial experience. And so there are some things that I need to find out. Also, during that consultation at the beginning of a session, you can ask questions. If you want to know what's going to happen, I can tell you. If you want to know more about Chios, I can tell you. It's a discussion so that we can get to know each other and so that I can find out what it is specifically that you are seeking energy healing for. So we talk for a distance session, we talk on Zoom or Facebook Video Messenger for about 15 minutes. Sometimes it's a little longer. And then for about half an hour, and again, sometimes it's a little longer, you go lie down. You get to rest. You get to relax. You can play music if you want to. I ask that people not have electronics in their hands while I'm doing the energy work. And I do the energy techniques here. At the end of that time, I get back in touch with you. Again, Zoom, Facebook Messenger, whichever we were using. And I talk to you about what I noticed. Hey, you had a hole in your energy field by the right side of your head. Did you have an injury there? Oh, you don't want to talk about it? That's fine. You don't have to. But I just wanted to let you know I found this hole and I repaired it. As an example. And again, you can ask me questions. You can tell me if you had any experiences during the session. Sometimes people have visions or what seem to be dreams during the session. One client I worked with always saw the colors of the chakra that I was working on while I was doing it, and that excited her, and she went on to study energy healing, although not Chios as I recall. Which is fine because Chios doesn't work for everybody. Nothing works for everybody. So, we talk about it. Sometimes I give homework because I'm a former teacher and I'm like that. But also because healing isn't a one and done thing. And so, for example, if you have issues with your throat chakra, and I have the sense, or you have told me that that's because there's something that you're not expressing to somebody in your life, I might say, okay, so to help with the energy and to help with this healing, I want you to write a letter to that person, and you don't have to give it to them. Just write the letter and get the words out because that gets the energy flowing better. And that's it. A distance session lasts an hour, sometimes more, depending on how long the discussion is. So I usually tell people, it's scheduled for an hour, allow an hour and a half in case there are additional questions or in case the energy work takes a bit longer. And like I said, I have found Chios to be incredibly powerful and effective for myself as a recipient as well as a practitioner. clients who have worked with me have found it to be really powerful and effective. It doesn't work for everybody, but if you're interested in giving it a try, I am a certified Chios Master Teacher. I am a Chios Master of Healing Consciousness, which is the highest level available in the modality. And that includes some additional techniques that are even more powerful than the ones that I had learned previously. So I'm really looking forward to being able to use those techniques to benefit my clients. I'm currently open to clients for Chios distance sessions. I'm usually scheduling sessions on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, but I do have a little bit of flexibility because I know some people's schedules are not as flexible as mine. So I will work with you if you can't do it on one of those days. But if you're interested in having a Chios energy session, comment on this video and I will get in touch with you, or message me through the River Evolutions Facebook page. You can also visit the website, which is www.riverevolutions.com, and I really need to remember to write that on a piece of paper so I can hold it up, but then again it would be reversed. Mirror writing for the win. Anyway, riverevolutions.com or the River Evolutions Facebook page if you want to learn more about Chios or ask me questions or schedule a session. And I really hope to hear from you because I'm really loving I'm loving being open to doing these sessions again. Like, it was really hard for me to maintain the hiatus long enough for my own recovery. So I'm really looking forward to working with clients again, to bringing in the Master of Healing Consciousness techniques and to seeing what Chios can do for you. So, get in touch if you are interested. I am going to go have lunch now, and I will be back tomorrow to talk about something. I do Facebook Lives on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Mondays, I talk about Chios, I talk about energy work, chakras, whatever. Tuesdays, I talk about whatever comes into my mind that seems to need to be talked about. So tune in tomorrow to see what my brain comes up with. And meanwhile, take care.